Hello world, it is me, the one and only Kenny. I am back reviewing season 3 episode 2 of Married to Matheson, aka the bootleg Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to keep giving them that title until they get what I think is right. Speaking of title, anybody who's watched the show from the beginning knows that the creator, one of the producers, she's also used to be a cast member, Mariah, is no longer a main cast member. She is recurring. She hasn't shown up yet, but she will be there. Due to some behind the scenes things, production is shady. I've heard about production being shady on, plenty of other shows, so I'm not shocked that production, has conjured up some foolishness and Mariah had to be the victim of this foolishness. But the reason I brought up Mariah is because Married to Matheson has a specific intro where it's catered to the cast members. And what I mean by in the theme song, or the intro to the theme song, actually mentions each doctor and each wife's name. And at the end, it was always, they would say everybody's name, and it would be like, Mariah. And it just sounds weird, because every episode I'm waiting on that Mariah. At the end, like, her name was the last name before they show the opening credits and everything. And it just felt off. It just felt like it made no sense, if that makes sense. To not hear her in there. It's like when you hear Bootylicious, you're like, Kelly, can you handle this? Michelle, can you handle this? I don't think you... Like, it sounds odd when you skip the Beyonce part. And it sounds weird when you skip Mariah. No, I'm not comparing Mariah to Beyonce for all you crazy Beehive people. But it just sounds off. So that immediately bothered me. We start the episode off basically like we started the last one off. A montage of the different cast members doing things that they do, going about their lives with their kids, their husbands, their jobs, their everything. What I had a problem with is there was this horribly staged breakfast scene with Dr. Heavenly and her 3 kids. Like, the kids were nowhere near interested in being a part of this fake foolishness. I'm like, Dr. Heavenly, to me, is hilarious and funny, and they don't need to be adding fake scenes, because she's funny on her own. She really is. I love her. What I also think they need to get right is they only save the drama for the end. Everything leading up to it is so monotonous. Like, it's not entertaining scenes. It's just kind of boring, blah, blah, blah type scenes. And I think with Real Housewives of Atlanta, they save most of the drama for the end, but they have drama sprinkled through the episode. It was not just only the end. Married to Matheson has it only at the end. That's my problem. But what I did learn through the episode is, Toya tries to come out and she's basically trying to run a little PR thing saying she doesn't just spend, I don't just spend money, I do other things. I'm still trying to figure out what those things are, but she never explained them. So yeah, the whole time her husband's still dropping these hints about finances, and I'm just like, clearly this man is like throwing up these big red stop spending sign and red flags and caution tape, and you're not even picking up on the fact that you are driving your man to the bankruptcy court. It's part her fault, but it's mostly his, because you need to open up your mouth and be like, no bitch, stop spending. If we ain't got it, don't go buy it. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Simone, they're showing her with a patient, pretty regular stuff. Quad. Sidebar real quick. Quad's husband comes in. Does anybody hear the way Quad's husband talk? Like it's a high-pitched, kind of like a Pee Wee Herman type of... I could not get wet for that type of voice. I could not get horny. I could not get turned on. I was like, ooh, Quad must really love him, but I can't get jiggy with it. But anyway, we have a scene of her cooking and basically explaining the Lisa Nicole background check thing. Nothing new there. We switch over to Lisa Nicole. Now, she was so damn boring last year, but she giving me a little something. And I'm gonna tell you why. I like all the tea. So her husband cheated on her like multiple times. He admits to 3. She's like 3 times, but everybody's like, bitch, please, I know that man and shit. And he's not even cute. It looked like he was meant to be cute, but something got mixed up. His features got messed up along the way, if that makes sense. Plus he got that big mole, not like up here, right here. He has a mole on his lips. So then every time she kissing him, she kissing his mole. Ugh. But anyway, so they talk about the background check, and he, like I said last episode, this same episode, he still seems to, well, look a little buff. My workout's working. Get it, Kenny. Okay. But anyway, he seems to be, scared and concerned that something's gonna come out. And Lisa Nicole's like, the only thing that can come out is that tax thing. And they expand on it. Apparently he owes a couple hundred in taxes and he's paying it back. And she's like, unfortunately, when you get married, his property will become mine. And I'm guessing she's forcing him to pay it back because Lisa Nicole is a self-made millionaire. So I'm pretty sure she could have gave that money up in no time. But I guess she's forcing her husband to pay it back because he's the one that effed it up. But I just kind of feel like that's pre-wedding talk. It's okay if you got some outstanding like hospital bills and you paying them off, or if you have like something like, I don't know, my man knows about any debt I have, but I don't understand how she married this man and she don't know nothing about like his taxes. They can come after you and your business, right? Okay, just making sure you know that. I feel like she just saw, oh, he's a doctor and got married, but I mean, who knows, whatever. But anyway, she's been cheated on so many times that her self-esteem and her insecurities are all out of whack. All out of whack. So it's just like he's emotionally fucked up. She's a very beautiful lady, but there's no glimmer behind her eyes anymore. I've seen pictures of her. I went online and saw pictures of her younger and stuff like that. And she had like this sparkle in her eye. The sparkle is just like gone. I'm just like, poor lady. Oof. But yeah. Then we switched to, before we leave, she was like, do you learn? He was like, I learned. She was like, we need to stop bringing up cheating because I mean, I can understand how she feels. He's now making jokes of it. Like, yeah, I used to cheat. I'm sure that's still a sensitive issue for her because she admitted, I thought I had gotten over it, but obviously I haven't. She admitted it. And for him to make it, like, funny or playful or, like, make it no big deal, that's kind of hurtful and disrespectful. So I understand why she's like, stop. We switch over to, excuse me. This is what she does. She makes me yawn. I like Dr. Jackie, but she bores me now. Like the first 2 seasons, I loved it. She's kind of bored me. She's on this whole fit is the new it campaign, trying to get all the cast members to participate and stay fit and stuff and work out, exercise. She is a 2-time cancer survivor. Congratulations. I'm happy that God was watching over you for that. But she's like obsessed with weight. Like weight is one of the causes of cancer. It's one of them, sweetie. It's one of them. But I feel like she can't control everything, so she picked that. Like she can control her weight because she's always in the gym, but she's skinny as hell. Even one of the doctors on the show commented, she can't be telling me fit is the new it when she was just born with good genes where she doesn't gain too much weight, which is true. I have to agree. But, so I guess that's her storyline, trying to get all the people to be a part of Fit is the New It. So I said, okay, I get it. But she kind of does it, condescendingly to me. Like, I don't know, maybe that's just me. So we get all these boring scenes. Then we get this fake scene with Quad. The Quad, they filmed her entrance into this restaurant, like a scene from like one of those entrances Jocelyn Hernandez gets on Love and Hip Hop in Atlanta, slow motion. They saw the car pulling up. She got on all black sunglasses, black hat, black gloves, and she's over there talking about something. Does the squirrel something with a nut? Speaking in code to the private investigator man, and he looking at her like, man, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. And she's like, are you Walter? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, oh, we don't speak in code no more, ma'am. So she hired him to look up Lisa Nicole's background. She also she was like, hell, look up the husbands while you at it. And then they brought up the mama. She was like, look into the mama's background. I was like, damn, Quad, thou protest too much. Like, you're protesting too much. If you really have nothing to hide, and we know everything about your background that came out in seasons 1 and 2, what are you hiding that you have to go through all these links to get her? I don't know. But Quad, I feel, is definitely 1,000% nervous about something. I don't know what it is, but she's nervous about something. But after that scene, we go into Toya's husband and Simone's husband have talked the two of them into trying to sit down and talk it out. Now, I was with Simone in the beginning. She started off calm and she was answering and asking questions. Toya started off defensive. Her husband even said it. She started off defensive. She was being shady. She was making stupid comments that would push you. And Dr. Simone fell for it and she walked right into it and blew up and started acting a hot ghetto mess at the little golf place where they met. Stormed out, her husband with her. She's yelling and screaming at her husband on camera. I'm like, oh my God, that is so disrespectful. Like, I don't think you would ever see me yelling at my fiance like that. Like, that was just too much. I can't. I was like, you don't need nobody talking to you like that. You shouldn't talk to anyone like that. Spouse, friend, you know, it just doesn't. It's just crazy to me. It was too much for me, and I can handle a lot, but it was too much for me. And I don't understand why Simone lets Toya get her worked up. Toya's dumb. The things she says are dumb. The thoughts she has are dumb. The look she gives on her face is dumb. Like, why do you allow Toya? And she even said on an episode, she can handle confrontation even if one of her patients gets rowdy with her. But something about Toya pushes her off. I think it's the fact that when Toya really did look at this woman, look at her child and say, you're a bad mother. Excuse me, Simone said it, that, you know, the little bitch hurt my feelings and didn't even know it. And not only after Simone said, you know, the bad mother thing is what hurt her, Toya still wouldn't apologize. She's trying to get Simone's husband to agree that she's a bad mother. That's that man's wife. You really think he's gonna say she's a bad mother? And then she got the nerves to say that Simone is jealous of what she has. You have nothing. Your husband has a lot. You have nothing. You don't do anything. You don't pay for anything. You don't contribute at all. I don't know. Hopefully these women can get it together. Hopefully they can get it together. Preview the next episode. Looks like Toya's starting with Lisa Nicole now. So we shall see what happens. But that's all that really happens. Nothing too much. You know, like I say, the interesting stuff didn't come to like the last 15-20 minutes of the episode when Simone and Toya met up. This is not a show where you can film separately and be interested. These people are not interested on their own. These are people who need to be in the group the entire show. They need to send them on a trip for like 3 months and get about, you know, 16, 17 episodes out of them as a group, because individually I can't take these women. They're boring. They need to get together. They need to get together. That's all I'm saying. So if not, they need to bring on some cast members who can bring it. But we'll keep watching and I will let you guys know. Feel free as always to like, subscribe, and share my videos, and I will see you guys later. Have a good day.